The entire situation was mismanaged. It was as bad of a decision as Twiztid playing Heartbroken and Homicidal as their fucking set that year.
I loved that. See that? Like I
don't know. My thing is, I feel like it would. Look, this is more so my point. Blase Rose didn't even go on stage.
That was a huge commentary on the culture. Is what they would do.
Fair enough.
What they did with that was trying to show. They were trying to change what was the inevitable. But it was already inevitable. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess, but the whole thing is...
And then 2 years later, when the contract was up, they're like, we know what the business model is. We'll just do this until the wheels fall off.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And by the way,
but that was the last gasp.
Well, listen, well, I mean, I guess they just did fucking Lotus again, and everybody is still happy to do it.
That makes my eyes want to fucking roll into the back of my head till I swallow them like Beetlejuice. Then I take them out in my hands and I smash them together. That's what I fucking want to do.
That would have actually been more
Jesus Christ.
That would have been more like Pan's Labyrinth. No, listen, bro, here's the problem. I feel the same way. I just don't want to be mean to the homies that are just like, I still like Twiztid and I still want to go. Okay, fine, fun. Do your thing. I'm not mad at you, but to me, like I said, it was the same thing as the fucking freak show. You are digging up a corpse, attaching puppet strings to it, and then dancing it around on stage. That's not the same. Right. That's not necromancy. It's bullshit.
I guess I shouldn't be mad at it. That was a pretty dramatic reaction. But the thing, I just don't like how a lot of this stuff was, and we've talked about it at length, like it was all propped up on like, they were being held back in some kind of like they were. No,
I gotta tell you,
unleash this untold artistry.
Really, I honestly was much more on the level of feeling that way about the feel like more being on their side, kind of. Excuse me, until like the time had gone by and I felt differently. But no, you saying that pointed it out to me in a way where I feel like I understand more why it's lame that they did it the way that they did it. There was ways that they could have handled it more behind the scenes and still just kind of maintained optics.
Right.
At a bare minimum, even if they felt how they felt, did all these different things. Because again, like we've been over this, I didn't march, but you want to know what? I'm not fucking Twiztid. Right. Thousands of people don't have my name tattooed on them.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's like the idea that when you really, like I said, for you to have said, they were so much like, oh, we're being held back, we can't do what we want. Then they left, and then, because like I said, I don't really think of things like that. I don't pay attention to them that way. And then just like, they kept making music, but they didn't start making music that was so out of the ordinary. You know what bothers me about it, just for the record, is that when you look back at it objectively,
I would say they did for the first couple albums, and then I just had an epiphany I gotta share.
Well, I was gonna say,
to complete your thought.
No, fair enough. Well, what I was gonna say was kind of an epiphany as well, but in the sense of, when they left Psychopathic and started getting more like Warped Tour and like festival placements, which was happening for a little bit, that was when they brought on the drummer. That was when Paul put on the fucking ski mask. And that was when I think Jamie did more of like skull paint. Like more of it looks like a skull.
Yeah, they try to make the new wave.
No, exactly. They tried to like, we're not going to be Juggalo. And you want to know what happened? Here's the problem. The reality of it is that they didn't realize that, you guys don't get that you're basically starting from scratch now? Like, you have to
now you're the opener.
You have to, yes, you have to keep doing this.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're humble enough to do that because you literally had Juggalos telling you, I will commit crimes for you.
So then they had to go back to that. And then
for real. And you want to know what?
But I
get it, why they would continue to do these things that way. I do understand.
Do you want to know what I thought was going to happen?
What?
And maybe this explains, I've never fully articulated this. I thought, because everyone always praised their skit ability, their comedic banter always had.
I know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
They thought they were going to turn it into like a movie kind of thing. I just realized movies cost so much. Maybe they're doing the Astronomicon thing and playing a long game to finance their own movie. Well, no, to finance their own movie.
You just put this together?
Well, because that makes more sense.
That did to me. I got to be honest. It's not like it's something that I necessarily talk about a lot. I don't know if it comes up very often, but I would have thought it was so unbelievably obvious that what they're trying to do is ingratiate themselves with the underground niche movie community.
Well, at the end of the day, if they pull it off,
Well, because by the way, they have enough juggalos and fucking nerds and shit to come through to Astro. Because think about it, the fucking the circuit, the festival circuit, or not the festival circuit, the convention circuit.
Well,
having one more place where you can charge 100 people $25 for an autograph.
At this point, I feel almost a kind of kindred spirit.
They've been doing that shit since way back. They were always really technically, as far as I'm concerned, from the very beginning, murder. Like they've been doing horror stories.
No. It was an obvious thing that everybody speculated on them, like getting into.
What I thought you were going to say was, I thought that they were going to go more in a comedy direction.
Right, but like a horror comedy, like an Idle Hands type of horror comedy.
Well, and so
I'm talking about like a movie,
to specify. I do think that they are 1,000%. That was kind of what I'm saying. To me, it is funny that they do what they do and they're trying to break into movies, but here's the problem.
What are they doing to try to break into movies besides
Astronomicon?
Yeah, but
that's my point.